Go through the red door.
Hold the strap.
Hold the strap. Quick.
Give me a door, man.
The immediate threat of chemical warfare may be over, but at Fort Knox, the troops still train. The gas masks they wear will probably never see a battlefield, but they could be needed right here at home. The deadly disaster is just down the road. Deadly chemical weapons fill earthen mounds at the Bluegrass Army Depot outside Richmond. They're protected by rows of razor wire and armed guards authorized to shoot. Nearly 50 igloos full of the most dangerous, toxic, and lethal chemicals known to man. Projectiles, ton containers, and rockets filled with mustard and deadly nerve gases. Weapons the staff at Bluegrass know have to go.
The prudent thing to do is to have a program to get rid of it, and it would be in everybody's best interest to eventually get rid of these munitions.
Yeah, ready to secure 505? Yep, go.
The chemicals stored in these cement bunkers were designed to kill, but never used. And now some are unstable. They're deteriorating. Some are leaking deadly chemicals. Estimates put their shelf life between 10 to 25 more years.
But even that's a guess, because there's just no way to determine how fast the chemical weapons are deteriorating. Army officials in charge of destroying these stockpiles say the risk of a major accident isn't great, but there's still a risk.
Now, the probabilities of these accidents are very low, 1 in a million type of scenarios. The consequences are very, very drastic.
Charles Baronian runs the Army's chemical demilitarization program from Aberdeen, Maryland. He knows if the stabilizers in these missiles fail, they could self-ignite.
It's very possible some of those rockets, due to the heat, will function as they're intended to function and fly the mile or so they were intended to fly and detonate. So it's a very drastic scennario. The probability, let me repeat, is very low. Can I tell you it will never happen? No, ma'am, I cannot.
Sensors should detect it and sirens would sound, but a poisonous, odorless cloud would cover central Kentucky and surely kill. 55,000 people live within a 10-mile radius. Lexington is just 25 miles away. In its immediate path, nearly 20,000 students at primary schools and Eastern Kentucky University. Thousands of pounds of deadly gas could drift for miles before dispersing. In Richmond, there are only 2 hospitals.
Our capacity to handle casualties would be stressed at 5. We would be overwhelmed at 10 and up.
Dr. William Mitchell is a Richmond surgeon appointed by the governor to study the demilitarization danger.
So in terms of a major incident, there probably would not be that many survivors. 1, because the agent is so lethal. 2, because the response time is such that it might be too late by the time that you got to the people to help them.
An explosion isn't the only concern. The other is elimination. Under a treaty agreement, the Army must dispose of millions of unused chemical munitions. After years of debate, their final plans are due. 8 sites in the U.S. store the nation's chemical stockpile. 30 miles southwest of Salt Lake City, nearly half the stockpile sits at the Tooele Army Depot. So does a massive $900 million plant designed to destroy the weapons. And this is where the real controversy begins.
Everyone agrees the chemical weapons are outdated, dangerous, even potentially deadly. No one argues it's disposal time. The Army is pushing the incinerator, a program it's already invested billions in. But it's a program many fear could destroy lives here in Utah, Kentucky, anywhere the weapons are burned.
Folks in Utah say they're stuck, but a long-time debate continues in Kentucky.
You have to ask yourself the question, do we want the next 40 years of getting rid of these munitions to leave us the same kind of toxic legacy?
Some in Kentucky say no. A decision looms, but opponents say their fight against an incinerator is finally heating up. And so is a controversy over weapons the United States has never once used. Cindy Bragan, Wave 3 News.